welcome to the Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl podcast, a place for you to find the courage you need to take the first step and every step thereafter to create the habits, the confidence, and the life that you love. I'm your host, health and life coach, Abby Hegney. Let's dive in. Hello, happy Tuesday. I am coming to you this week with a special bonus episode all about consult week. So I briefly spoke about consult week at the end of episode 20, and I wanted to come on here and talk about it a little bit more because I don't think that small amount of time that I mentioned it at the end of the episode was enough. So here we are on Tuesday morning, and I'm so excited to be here with you a second time this week. Don't worry, the Friday episode will still be out. This is just a fun little bonus. And I wanted to start out in case you are new here, or maybe you're just tuning in for the first couple of episodes. I wanted to do a really quick introduction. I am Abby Hegney. I'm a board certified health and life coach. I help women to create habits that work with their lives, with their busy lives. Because if there is one thing that I know, it's that our lives are not going to change. They're not going to slow down. They're not going to wait for us in order to create the habits that we want. What we have to do is create them with the time that we have available to us, with the energy that we currently feel. And that's exactly what I help women do. Stop waiting and start taking action to create the life that they want. So we create the habits that you want with your life right now. You're going to build confidence in sustaining those habits, build confidence in who you are, in the decisions that you make, and the life that you want to live. Because ultimately, when you build habits that you want and you build the confidence that you want to feel to maintain those habits, you're going to live the life that you love, a life that you feel in control of, a life that no longer feels like it's running you. And that's exactly what I help my clients to do. And we do this in my private coaching program called Confident Mind and Body. Confident Mind and Body is built on my own personal experience and has continued to evolve with all of the experience that I have created for myself and for my clients over the past few years. When I was younger, starting from a very young age, I was really hard on my body. I was very critical of what my body was, who I was. I would compare myself to others and judge myself and think that others could do it, but I couldn't, or they were doing it the right way and they had the perfect bodies. And if I just did what they did, I would look and feel that way. I did all of the things for so long, and yet I never felt good. I always criticized my body. I always criticized who I was. I always looked back and was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that thing. I shouldn't have done that thing. It was a perpetual cycle of self-doubt and overwhelm and confusion. If I'm doing all of these things, why can't I finally feel good? But here's the thing. No matter what you do, no matter what progress you make, your inner mean girl comes with you. The stories that you tell yourself, the way that you talk to yourself doesn't change because what you're doing changes. It doesn't change how you feel about yourself. Maybe in the short term it will, but not for the long term. That voice follows you and eventually will become loud again. And if you don't know how to quiet that voice down and how to keep that voice at bay, you always end up back where you started because that remains a part of you. And ever since I was able to quiet that inner mean girl inside my head, I have become multiple different versions of myself because every time I learn to quiet her down a little bit, I step up and into my life in a different way than I've ever been. And then when I do those things, I think about, oh my gosh, what else is possible for me? What else do I want? And my goals get bigger, my dreams get bigger. What I'm capable of gets bigger. And what I have found is it's become easier and simpler than I ever thought possible because I've learned how to reel in those stories inside my head. I've learned to reel in the negativity, the self-doubt, the confusion, and the overwhelm. It's not that it's no longer there. It's always there. Your brain and the negative functions of your brain serve a purpose. It's trying to keep you safe. And yet, when you have goals for yourself, it's not so safe because it keeps you where you are. It keeps you from branching out. It keeps you from building that confidence to step out of your comfort zone and to create the habits that you really want, the confidence you want to feel, the life you want to be living that no longer feels hard. And that's what quieting your inner mean girl helps you to do. It's why it's so powerful. It's why it has like changed my life in ways that I never thought was possible. And it's why I created Confident Mind and Body. I have never heard anybody else speak to creating habits and confidence in your life and living your life feeling in control and knowing you can handle the hard emotions that come your way and you can continue to take steps towards your goal in the way that I talk about it, in the way that you are looking at what that inner mean girl tells you and what you can do to quiet her down, how you can find the next step available to you. And that's what we do inside Confident Mind and Body. We work together for 6 months to take you from where you are right now to where you want to be. And where you are right now may be really struggling to manage your stress and to get by every day. And maybe it's really struggling with finding how to eat for your body to lose the weight or gain the energy that you want to gain. Maybe for you, it's just having like more patience with your kids or being able to handle the challenges that come your way without losing your mind. Maybe it's getting into a routine that you really want to get into or just owning the decisions that you want to be making. Our starting points differ. And that's the beauty of coaching. That's the beauty of Confident Mind and Body is that you can come in wherever you are and we're going to meet you there. We're going to meet you right where you are, and we're going to walk step by step into the version of you that you want to become. And throughout the 6 months that we work together, you're going to become a lot of different versions of yourself because you're going to start breaking down those stories that you've always been telling yourself, stories that have always felt so true, stories that have held you back. And you're going to step into the woman that you want to become. You're going to start believing that you are her, that she's possible, that it's inevitable, that what you see her doing is what you're going to do. That's what Confident Mind and Body is all about. And I have seen my clients come in at all different stages, and I have seen them succeed because they are finally learning to quiet their inner mean girl. And that's why I'm bringing you Consult Week. Consult Week is an opportunity to get a little flavor of what it could be like for you to come into coaching, to be able to understand exactly what the stories are that have been holding you back, the things that your inner mean girl has led you to believe are true, the stories that you want to let go of that no longer serve you, and how you can do that simply and easily. You're going to do it with somebody by your side the entire time. As your coach, I help you to not only see those stories, hear those stories of your inner mean girl, but to build the confidence that you can tell her, not today. That you can remind yourself, I've got this. I'm going to figure it out. And then we help you to figure it out step by step. And on the consultation call, we break this all down. I get a really clear understanding from you as to what is going on right now. Where are you? What are the things that you have tried? What are the things that have worked? Right? We like to think I've tried all of the things and nothing has worked. We want to look at what have you done and what has worked, even if it's just a small detail of something that you've tried. We're going to laser in on that. We're also going to look at what hasn't worked. What time do you have available in the day? How much time do you think you need? What's your energy level like? We're going to get really clear on the things that have been holding you back. I can spot that a mile away. I have coached a lot of women. I have been coached myself. I have coached myself. I can spot what is standing in your way quickly so that you can see it, maybe for the first time, and you can start to take steps to moving it out of the way, putting it up on the shelf and saying, not today. We're going to talk about where you want to be. What does your life look like when you have created the habits that you want, when you feel more confident in your mind and in your body, when you're making decisions that align with your goal? And then I'm going to give you a blueprint for how you close that gap between where you are right now and where you want to be. It's going to be very clear. This is what needs to happen. This is what's been missing. These are the things that you either haven't been doing or you didn't stick with long enough, or we need to start doing. You're going to get a really clear roadmap of, oh, this is how I need to handle this. And you're going to get a roadmap that works for your life. If you are struggling with time, the worst thing that can happen is for somebody to tell you you need more time to take care of yourself. You need to spend an hour at the gym, or you need to spend an hour meditating, or you need to do whatever it is that you don't have time to do. That is the hardest thing for you to hear. I'm not going to tell you that. We're going to discover what it is that has been missing and what you can do with the time and the energy that you have available now. It could be the subtlest shift. And let me just tell you, the subtlest shift could be the most powerful. The subtle shift of thinking I needed the perfect body to live my life and changing that to I'm going to live my life and I'm going to love my body enough to take care of it was all I needed to get out of the quick fixes, to get out of the cycle of restrictions and deprivation, to start looking at my body for what it can do, to start seeing what I did appreciate about my body. And the more I practiced that, the more consistently I showed up for me. And the more consistently I showed up for me and for the woman that I wanted to be, the more I became that woman, the more my life started to change, the more my mindset started to change, the more my body started to change. Yes, I show up and I take care of my body, but it's so much easier now. My body has changed in ways that I didn't think was possible because of the consistency, not because of the go hard. I need to do this and I need to do this within 2 weeks mentality that I used to have. That only ever led me to giving up because I never gave myself enough time. Consult week is all about exploring what's been missing for you, what it is. What is that simple, subtle shift that you could make that could change everything? We're going to break it all down in this call. This 60 minutes that you give yourself to have this consultation call with me, to have somebody else look at your journey in a way that has never been looked at before is life changing. Jump into these consult calls. Come in with an open mind. Come in with curiosity, ready to explore what's been happening and what is it that I need to think about in order to create the habits, the confidence, and the life that you want. You don't need to prepare anything for these calls. I walk you through an entire process, but who you are when you lead these calls is going to be a different version of you. Schedule your free consultation call carve out 60 minutes for you this week. It's going to be the most powerful 60 minutes of your life. And listen, if you don't have 60 minutes and you only have 30 minutes, sign up for this call and just let me know. I've got 30 minutes today. And we're going to laser in and we're going to use those 30 minutes and I'm going to get all of the information that I need to get from you quickly. And I'm going to give you that blueprint and we'll talk about how Confident Mind and Body will help you to achieve your goals. And if working together is the right next step for you, we'll talk about what the next steps look like and how you get in and how we lock you in for 6 months and we work to create those habits and the confidence and the life that you want. And if it's not the right program for you, you still walk away with a plan for you to create the habits and the confidence and the life that you want. So schedule your free consultation. You can do it right using the link in the show notes or the show details, or you can email me or visit my website, wellnesswithabbyh.com, and schedule there. But join me for Consult Week. Give yourself these 60 minutes or let me know what time you have available and we will use that time that you have and we will give you the most powerful transformation that you can receive in 30, 60, 45 minutes, whatever you've got. Get into Consult Week, my friends. We've got 3 days left. I hope to see you inside. Happy Tuesday, and I will talk to you again on Friday. Bye. You are ready to quiet your inner mean girl. I invite you to join me inside Confident Mind and Body, my private coaching program, where you will learn to quiet your inner mean girl and create the habits, the confidence, and the life that you love. Just visit wellnesswithabbyh.com and schedule a free consultation. Let's